What's going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here. Welcome back to another episode of Cincinnati Reds Franchise Draft Only Franchise Challenge, episode number 2. We are doing the offseason 2018. We'll probably go at least through next year's draft as well, because the offseasons are going to be pretty late for us. We don't need to get any coaches, so that's all cool. Exclusive free agents now. None of these guys were people we drafted. We made a stipulation in last episode where we could last year we could use players for the first year of guys who were not drafted by the Reds, basically to get draft picks. So these 5 guys, we're going to give them all tender qualifying offers. Basically, we're going to get 5 extra draft picks. Now, if these guys decide to accept the qualifying offer, and I bet you like Pennington, Harrison, maybe even Corbin we'll just outright release them. So we'll do that. So let's just simulate a few days. Felipe Rivera got traded for Darren O'Day and Chris Davis. It's nice that these teams can do trades. We cannot. Arbitration. Billy Hamilton had a pretty good year for us. He was drafted by the Reds, so we can use him. I might as well just lock him up. It's like a 3-year deal. Well, that's not locking him up, but let's do that. We'll do a player option that last year. Adam Duvall, I was not a player that we drafted. I won't even do anything with him. Scott Schebler, another guy from the Dodgers. Quackenbush from San Diego, and Tony Cruz from St. Louis. None of these guys I'm going to even bother re-signing. No point. Tender contracts. Kyle Cricket, obviously you can see by the jersey, he played for the Indians. He is not eligible for us to re-sign. Sal Romero, I believe, was a draft pick, so I'll offer him not enough money. Offer him a contract. I'll go through all this, guys. You don't need to see this. If you guys are new to the channel, if you're not new to the channel, you've been here for a while, I'm just going to edit all this out. So here you guys go. We'll have this all done right now. All right, guys. So we went through all that. Now, I do see there's a couple people here that we could lose in the Rule 5 draft. Lorenzen and Nicolino. So let's fix that. Add them both to the 40-man. And where's the other guy? Oh, he's a reliever. That's why. And we cannot use, if you guys are wondering, no, we cannot use the Rule 5 draft. We can only technically use the Rule 4 draft for everything. So, why are these people not interested in our offers? Strope. Okay, so there's a draft pick we got. Britton, there's another one. Cody Allen. Goldie. Doolittle's a Philly. LeMahieu's an A. So, Pennington and Harrison, that's what I thought. So what we're going to do is, I think they're both second baseman, correct? Harrison is. We will just release them. We'll try to trade him, I guess. Actually, see if we can save some money. What we're going to do is literally the guy that we get. It's just a salary dump. We can get a player. I'm going to just take some guy. We can't use that guy on our major league team. We can use him on the minor league teams. But we just dumped a bunch of salary. So let's just figure out why those guys didn't resign. Let's give these guys a little bit more money. Don't want you. I don't want these guys who make a lot of money for no reason. Like these guys who are like just bench guys in the minor leagues. Like why would I give you all this money? Why would I give you like $400,000 when I can give someone else $500,000? All right, you know what? If you guys don't want to be on my team, fine. Good luck. Good freaking luck. Corbin's a Blue Jay, so Donaldson's signed, so we can kind of just do the offseason. There's nothing for us to do. So I'm saying this is different than our normal one because the offseason is not how we can build our team. Blake Parker got traded for Danny Duffy and Brian Flynn. Now, when anyone that we have moving forward becomes a free agent, we can either keep them or we can let them walk and get the draft pick for it if they're a guy who is eligible for it. I'm going to basically every free agent who is qualified, though, we will always give them the qualifying offer so we can get that extra draft pick. But, let's finish this Rule 5 draft. And hopefully when we start the next season that we have enough players in the system. Verlander got traded to the Royals for Machado and Elvis Ramirez. Decline offer. David Robertson for Starling Marte. Okay. Keuchel, man, the Royals. I don't want to say they're fleecing the Astros, but for Soler, Jesse Hahn, and Billy Burns, they fleeced them. All right, we can now go to the beginning of next year. We can just send to the regular season. And let's take a look. First thing, let's look at scouts. International East, we could improve it, but there's nothing better. Central, we can improve that with this guy named Bell. And West, we can improve it with this guy named Varkek. Sorry, Roberto, if I butchered your name. All right, let's get the team. So if you guys are wondering, how can you make sure your team is all drafted players? And you can only do this on the transaction screen, which is only there during the regular season. But you can go to roster history. Boom. Here you go. So, now, I mentioned this in the video that ended up, we're not continuing that season because of, I had GM contracts on. Like, these guys who are free agents, Wandy Peralta, they were international free agents. In 2010, which is 9 years ago, he was like an 18-year-old. He was signed as an international free agent, which we're counting for this as a draft. There's not, they don't have that in the game, but that's a real thing. So we need to send down Nicolino and Herrera, a second baseman, and Shackelford, a reliever. So let's send those guys down first. So Nicolino to AAA. Where is Shackelford? Send him down. And there was a second baseman too. Where was he? Herrera. So send you down to AAA. So all those guys are sent down. All right. So Iglesias was a guy they got as an international free agent. Dixon, I mean, if they're born in the United States, they weren't an international free agent. So Dixon, we got to send down. Rodriguez, an international free agent. Blandino, we got to send down. So Blandino and Dixon. Daniel Wright, a starter. We got from waivers. You know, this is from Cincinnati, but I don't. Yeah, he played for the Angels. Trammell, send him down. Jared Hughes, send him down. All right, so, all right, Hughes, Hernandez, and Meyer. Let's just do those three. Actually, why don't we just go to the Major League roster? Trammell, okay, I know he's not. Rodriguez, Cuba, Irving, Alabama, but I believe he was by us. Dixon, send him down. Wright, send him down. Meyer, send him down. Blandino, send him down. I believe Hughes was another guy. Yep, he played for Pittsburgh. Send him down. All right, I think we now have players. We're going to call some people up. So, Hernandez. Okay, we got to send Hernandez down. And I think that is it. Yep. So, let's go send down David Hernandez. Okay. So, what do we need? I think we're going to need some starters. Let's just go here. Amir Garrett's a reliever. Lorenzen's a reliever. Peralta's a reliever. We have 2 starters. We need 3 starters at least. Let's take a look at the AAA team. Robert Stevenson, we're going to call him up. I wish you can just come up from here. Tyler Mahle, we're going to call him up. They're not going to be good starters, but they're going to be starters. That's it from AAA. So let's call Stevenson and Mahle up. Add to the 40-man. And call you up. Let's take a look at... Oh, actually, why don't we just do this? Ramirez already up. Jackson Stevens, 59 overall. I would rather not have to use him, but he is the only other starter we have. So in this draft, we definitely need to get starters. That is something we need. So we do have Hunter Green, too. I think it'd probably be best for his development to keep him in the minors because we're not going to be good this year. So there's Stevens. Add to the 40-man. Add to the Major League team. Let's take a look at some of the relievers. So we can call up Zach Weiss. He's a 56 overall. Nevar we got in the draft. He's a 61 overall, deep potential. But I guess we'll call up Weiss and Nevar. I think we're going to need them both. They're not good, but they're homegrown. It's going to be fun. And I think this Rivas guy was the guy we drafted, so we can maybe call him up and call down one of those crappier relievers. Yeah, we can call it Luis Rivas. We're going to call him up. So let's do that. He's not bad. 75 overall and the B potential. He is not bad at all. So, at catchers, we have Tucker Barnhart and Chavez. But I'm probably going to have Oki be on the Major League team so Chavez can play in the minors. He's a B potential. He was our pick last year. Barnhart's not a bad catcher. 80 overall, that is not bad. So call up Oki, send down Chavez. First base, we got Votto, and that's it. Now, we do have this Cabrera guy. I want him to play in the minors. At second base, we don't have anyone because these guys, we don't have anyone. Third base, Nick Senzel, and maybe Morales, this guy here. I think none of these guys were international players. I guess Gonzalez was. So we can call up Gonzalez, I guess. So let's take care of this. So, catchers. Send down Chavez, send him to Double-A. Actually, Stevenson, you guys were saying, was a draft pick, so we have him as well. But I want him to play in Triple-A, Chavez in Double-A, and this Oki guy to be our backup. When is Barnhart a free agent? In 2 years. So in 2 years, we will then get a draft pick. So keep that in mind. We're going to call up this Gonzalez dude. Just for a backup. Let's go to shortstop now. And we have Jeter Downs is a draft pick of ours. I know in real life he was a draft pick, and I think that is the only... I mean, we have this Garcia guy. Probably just will call up Jeter Downs. Rodriguez was from Cuba, too, so we do have him. So maybe if we don't need to call up Jeter Downs, we won't. Outfield, Winker, Scott White, who was one of our... I think it was our first-round pick last year. Probably wise to keep him in the minors. We have this Clemens guy. We do have Jesse Winker as well. So Winker is definitely going to be an outfielder for us. Billy Hamilton, center. Philip Irving can be in right. Or, you know what? I'd rather have Clemens in white. Or we'll figure that. So we'll call up Clemens and we'll call up Jeter Downs. And we need to call up one other guy. So, actually 2, because we're going to send down White. So let's call up Clemens. Let's call up Jeter Downs. He's a shortstop. And we need 2 more players. There we go. I don't know why I didn't add them to it. We need 2 more players, so I guess... Do we have any, like, Double-A players? All right. I don't want to call those guys up, but we may need to. Or maybe in Class A. This was a guy from our draft last year, I believe. So we'll just call him up. He's terrible, but whatever. I actually have to call all these guys up. And it's weird, when they're in Class A, you can't see where they came from, but we have to fill out our minor league rosters. So let's just call these guys all up, and then let's just see. All right, now let's see if we have any more. This is like kind of like at the beginning of every year, we're going to have to kind of do this. Yep, so that Morales was an 8th round pick, but hey, he's a body. So, let's see. Don't want to call him up. Any other bodies? I mean, I'm going to have to call up this Cabrera guy, I guess. I mean, he can hit. He'll be a backup, but we need another body. So, yeah, this is why the draft's so important, just to have bodies. So, I think we have enough minor leaguers. We're 2 short on the Double-A. I mean, 2 short on the Triple-A team, 3 short on the Double-A team, but I think we should be good. A lot of rookies. Maley, Stevenson. It's pretty bad, but not terrible. Not like stupid bad. Actually, Rios is a closer. Who is going to be... Oh, there we go. So there's that. I just want to make sure Hunter Green is in the... Okay, he's starting. And let's get into the season, boys. Auto fix that. All right, and let's just see how it looks now. Billy Hamilton, this Cabrera guy's a DH. Actually, that's the first baseman. That's fine. Votto sends... Okay, actually, let's look at the non-DH. I want to make sure the right young guys are playing. Clemens over... So he has a B potential. Philip Irving has a C potential. So let's have Clemens play. For the simple fact of a higher potential. All right. So, there we go. And then we got the draft. And we have a lot of picks. And before the draft, though, I do want to make sure We have we know what positions we need to draft. Obviously, in the first round, probably take just best player available, unless like he is. Well, I don't even think there's any like Nick Senzel's a pretty good prospect, but I mean he's no like guarantee in this. But we are going to need to take like later in the draft. We are going to need to take some certain positions. So let's actually take a look at the roster history. So we need starters. That's a fact. We don't have any really good ones other than what's his name? Hunter Green. Relievers, we can maybe go another one or two, but that's not a huge priority. This Rivas is improving. Catchers, I actually think we're pretty good at catchers. Chavez is like our prospect. Barnhart's still here for a couple more years. First base, I think we're fine with Cabrera, and then Votto is still on the team. Second base, we have no one, really. Third base, we have Nick Senzel, but Nick Senzel may be better at second because of his lack of fielding and arm. Shortstop, we really don't have anyone, so second base and shortstop, or third base, so just infield other than first. Left field, we do have Scott White in AAA. We do have Jesse Winker on the Major League team at B potential, and we have this Clemens guy. Center field, we have Billy Hamilton, and in right field, we have Philip Irving, who's not that good. So, yeah, let's get into the draft, boys. See how we do. Greg Bird and Estevan Florial for Jose Iglesias. So here's the draft. We have the 13th pick in the first round. Nothing competitive balance round A. The 11th pick in the second round. And, oh, baby. 5 picks here. And then another pick there. And I think we might have that third round pick. But that's it. So we're going to have 10 picks, and they're going to be pretty early. Hopefully there's a blue chipper here. Let's actually just sort by accuracy. Oh, no, there is. It's a closer. I might take the closer just so we know it's a sure bet. We know he's going to be an A potential. Going to have great K per 9. Could have... let's just take the sure. I don't love taking a closer, but it's a blue chip guy. All right, second round. A left fielder here. Could have 80 contact. A center fielder could have 80 speed with 60-55 contact. I mean, worst case, there's some speed there with Kinkade. Let's see, what else is here? A starter. I think we'll probably take a starter here. Let's just take that Mercado guy. I want the starter. We need starters. Ton of picks here. Let's take this Brian Richardson. We looked at him earlier. Great contact hitter. I mean, we can kind of go quick on these. First baseman, kind of a project, but he's already 21. Don't love that. Oop, a project right fielder. He's 22. Another closer. And a starter here. Robbie Ferriol. I don't know. Ferriol, I think, is probably accurate. Connor Gill, another starter. We'll take him. He's 23, but hey, maybe he can shoot up through the system. At least we're getting some starters. Another closer. Probably not. I'll take the starters. It might be a project, but he's only 20. And another pick. And maybe like a left fielder. Doesn't really have a great skill. This guy could have 70 contact and 70 power. Or he has an overall 70. We know he has 75 fielding, so he's at least going to be an elite fielder. And he could be ready very soon. So we're going to take Zarat. We have another pick here. Let's see if we can find another guy like that who might be ready-made. A first baseman could have 80 power versus right. But we really don't need a first baseman. But someone else like that maybe. Maybe for like an infielder. A third baseman here could have 65. Oh, I wish the 80 contact was versus right. 80 fielding though. Doesn't have any secondary positions. But I'll probably take him. A right fielder here could have pretty solid stuff. Nothing crazy good. Except power versus left's actually pretty good. A right fielder here, only 70 potential, but could have great power, good fielding, good contact. Actually, I kind of like this guy. Even though the potential's not as high, that might have been our last pick. I think I like him, though. Nope, we have another pick. Nice. I'll take this Kinkade guy. We were looking at him earlier. He's a center fielder. Doesn't have any secondary positions, but he has 80 speed. So, I mean, if Billy Hamilton's gone in a couple years, we have this guy with the 80 speed. Oh, we have another pick. Nice. Let's look at these guys who are more like could be ready right now. who can help us out next year. Oh, no, I don't want to go that low in potential. Maybe we take a closer if that's just the best option, which it probably is. Yeah, let's take this Montoya guy. Throws righty. So I think that's going to be our last pick. It has to be, right? Unless they're giving us more picks in this franchise. There we go. Hopefully we did well. We had a lot of picks. And I'm okay if some of them are succeed potentials, but they're pretty good now. That is, I don't want like our first picks to be like that, but there's a lot of value in that. Okay. First pick was good. And I thought it would be. Actually, the draft wasn't too bad. So we got a 94 potential closer. That's big. Tejada, so welcome to the team. This starter, 86 potential, 65 overall. He would probably could be on the team next year, which is kind of embarrassing. Richardson, this guy I like, 64 overall, but look at the contact. Not great durability, not great fielding, but at least he can hit. He's 21, 87 potential. Ferriel, only 79 potential, but he's only 18, 63 overall. Maybe that goes up. Connor Gill, 62 overall, 83 potential. Johnny Aponte, or I think it's Aponte, 54 overall. He's a project, 86 potential though. Zarat is a 72 overall, but he is already he's a 72 overall, but a 78 potential. Potential's not great, but the fact he's already a 72, not too bad of a player, good fielder, and he can play left, first, or center. It's funny that he has two lefts. Thomas Frazier, bad potential, but actually not a terrible player. And Kinkade, great speed, 91 speed, 96 stealing. I'm not sure he does anything else, but that's like a player there. And Montagna, 78 potential. He could be, like I said, a 67 overall, to be perfectly honest. In our bullpen, he's better than Weiss, better than Nivar, who's pretty bad. But who's doing good? Stevens is doing really well. That's good. He's a promising young player for us. Stevens is struggling. Sal Romero is struggling, unfortunately. How is Hunter Green doing? He's doing pretty well. Continue to let him to develop. And the lineup. Nick Senzel, 266, only 4 home runs, but his overall is going up. It's a little slow. How is Clemens doing? $160 and only 5 home runs. Joey Votto is Joey Votto. How about in the minor leagues? What do we have for our big prospects? Where's the catcher? Do I not even have him playing? Oh, there's Stevenson. Where's the other catcher? Do I have him? Where is he? He's in Double A. Chavez. Where was he in the lineup? There he is. Jeez. So he's been our DH. Oh, he's hitting too well though. 271. Jesus Christ, that was way too difficult to find. All right. So I guess we can continue then. See how we do this year. We're terrible, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, we can continue simulating. I just hope we don't have the worst record of all time. This is probably what's going to be happening for the next couple years. We're going to be bad. But because we can only use players that we draft. That's why I kind of want to get some players who may not have the best potential later in the draft. Not like the first round I want to get the best potential. But like later in the draft, get guys who may not have the highest potential but can help us out. Because we're going to need those bodies. And we have to use them. So like, it's nice that I can use these other guys and keep our blue chippers in the minors. Because I have to field a full team of 25 players with drafted only players. But we got 10 guys added to it, which is nice. So we have 10 new people that we kind of mix around with. Use on our team, maybe keep the higher potentials down in the minors, let them actually play against worse competition and develop. We are bad, though. At least our minor leagues team made the playoffs. We went 48 and 114. That is really bad. I don't think we made the playoffs, and we didn't. Oh my goodness, did we tie with the Marlins? I don't know if we have the number 1 and the number 2. That's embarrassing. They won 3 straight games, though. That's clutch. I don't know. Scott White is the number 3 prospect, though, our first-round pick. That's big. So that's good. He's maybe 1 more year, 2 more years. Hunter Green is number 9. So those guys we can use. I don't think we have any other this Trammell guy, I don't know if the Reds actually drafted him or not. If they did, we can use him. I'll look into that. I think that's it. Yep. Damn, this kid. Shortstop first, and Royce Lewis is second. So Hope Stevenson did well. He did well, so that's good. He improved a lot. Ks per 9 went up 8. He struck out over 200. So that's good. That's like our quote-unquote ace. Romero didn't pitch awful. Bailey did pitch awful. Maley didn't pitch terrible. Stevens did. Garrett pitched okay at the bullpen. Lorenzen struggled. We struggled. Rivas struggled. Nevar really struggled. Peralta pitched well. Iglesias pitched well. In the lineup, hopefully Nick Senzel did well. Only 10 home runs, but he is improving. Jesse Winker struggled, but he hit 18 home runs. His potential went up and his overall went up, so that's not too bad actually. Joey Votto actually really struggled. He's only an 82 now. Cripes. I hope he doesn't retire. How much was he making this year? 19.3. So he has 2 more years left on his deal. I hope he doesn't retire beforehand. Where's the first baseman? He was the DH in this. He hit 298 on only 168 at bats. Not too many, but he did hit 298. It's not bad. 382 on base. Clemens hit 14 home runs. Not too bad for that. I mean, he has 14 home runs and 421 at bats is not terrible. I mean, it's not good. That WAR of negative 4.3 is so. I've never seen a WAR that bad. I've not. Even though I bet you this Rodriguez guy probably pushed him for a worse WAR. Minus 1.1. Jeter Downs hit 173, 3 home runs, a WAR of 4.4, negative 4.4. Oh my God, this team's so bad. Homer Bailey, did he have a WAR? Was his WAR worse? Only negative 0.3. Probably because he just chewed up innings. I guess we'll check Stevens' WAR, see how bad it was. Negative 2.3. Yeah, this team sucks. But we're going in the right direction, boys. This video's pretty long, so I'm going to end it here. I guess before we can end it, we can see if we won any awards. We didn't. The only one we probably would have run Rookie of the Year, Jordan Patterson got it, and Bobby Bradley that's a good player in the American League. So I think we're going to end the video here, guys. I guess we'll just end the offseason. Into the offseason, see who wins the title. And the Angels defeat the Cubs to win the 2019 World Series. Some of our coaches retired. Bob Wooten retired. Rob Wooten. Bob, whatever you want to call him. Beltray made the Hall of Fame. Homer Bailey. He is a draft pick of ours, but he's so bad. I'm going to just give him a qualifying offer. But that'll be next episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy this. Please drop a like if you did. I will talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.